though, Angie. I promise you that. I'll put that on my kid's life. I'm innocent.
That desperate plea from prison comes from a man named Richard Brown. He's one of 3 people serving a life sentence for an explosion which killed 6 Kansas City firefighters back in 1988. Here's investigative reporter Angie Racono.
We spoke to the 3 people who remain in prison. They all swear they are innocent and hope new information sets them free.
I'm innocent.
You're innocent?
I'm innocent.
Richard Brown has spent half of his life in prisons for a 1988 construction fire which killed 6 firefighters. He's currently at Coleman in Florida, a sprawling complex with 4 prisons.
I've seen some gruesome stuff go on, you know what I mean? So, I've seen people get killed right in front of me. I mean, I've been in race riots.
Brown has little faith in a newly unsealed Department of Justice report. It reveals 2 new names, security guards who worked there. The document says Deborah Riggs and Donna Costanza may have been involved in the arsons. Public records and social media show both women now live out of state. Debbie Riggs is a grandmother in Texas. Donna Costanza lives in Brooklyn. Neither have responded to our request for comment.
I don't think they're going to do shit with it, though. I think exactly what they're going to do is like they did to everything else. You know what I mean? They got it. Now that it's out there, you know what I mean, you or somebody else is going to splash it all over the news, and it's going to be out there for about a month, and then they're going to say they're going to do something, and then 3 years down the line, it's unheard of again.
The report doesn't clear the current defendants. It suggests others are involved, too. Is that possible for those people to be involved and that you guys are guilty as well?
No.
Why?
Because we didn't do it.
Do you know them at all?
No, those security guards, not at all. Like I told you earlier, and for me to even know who they are, they would have to come up and show me their ID. And I'd have to look at the picture, I'd go, wow.
Darlene Edwards is now 67, the only woman convicted in the fatal arsons. Edwards and the other defendants were all offered 5-year deals if they turned on each other. They all turned it down.
Well, 5 years, running concurrent with the drug charge that I pled guilty on, a new identity, a reward, a home, a car, blah, 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 for me and my kids, anywhere in the United States.
I find that is odd.
That always bothered an original detective on the case.
Nobody rolled. That is, from the fights and spats and distrust that I see in these reports, that's not a tight-knit, loving family. Somebody would have said something by now.
Quit looking at us as being the guilty party.
We also spoke to Frank Shepard. He's now 71 and not at all surprised the Department of Justice took another look at the case and kept information secret for a decade.
That's how the government operates. They went down the wrong path, apparently, on this case, and the government just doesn't ever want to admit they're wrong. That's how the United States government is.
The Jackson County prosecutor previously said she believes a review is warranted given that no statute of limitations exists for murder. But her actions won't affect the people that you just heard from. They were convicted on federal charges. The U.S. attorney isn't budging in the case, saying the Department of Justice found no evidence to cast doubt on the validity of those convictions, just that others may be involved too. Angie Racono, KCTV5 News.